Hi everyone, welcome back. Yoga at Eastridge, week 7. Social distance, isolation, whatever you want to call it, yoga class. It's so good to have you with me again. Tonight, we're going to keep it to that 30-35 minute time frame. And we are going to be using a strap or a scarf, or if you've got like a beach towel, a hand towel, that would totally work too. Men's necktie. So if you want to pause this, go ahead and grab one of those. Otherwise, go ahead and get started seated tonight. So I'm going to have you find a comfortable seated place. Maybe legs are crossed, or maybe you're in half lotus like me. If you want to move into half lotus, you're going to cross one ankle over top of the other calf or ankle. Otherwise, you just have your legs straight out in front of you. But we're going to grab that fleshy part of the tush, rock side to side, and find your sits bones. So we're just kind of moving the excess stuff out of the way so that you can find the base of the hips and feel grounded on your mat. That's why we do that, by the way, if you're wondering. So I'm gonna have you just gently shut your eyes. Take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh out. And then I'm gonna have you on your next inhale, sweep the arms high. Big sweep, big inhale. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Taking the exhale through the nose now. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. On this last exhale, just soften the shoulders down. Gently pressing the thumb into sternum. And I'm going to have you place one hand on your heart, one hand on the belly, so that the pinky is kind of traveling over the navel. Relax the elbows, the arms. And I'm going to encourage you just to softly breathe here. We're just checking in with the breath, breathing through the nose. Making sure that we're breathing from our belly, using that diaphragm. We're not chest breathing so much, which we have a tendency to do throughout the day, right? We get stressed, we start to breathe faster, breathe higher. So see if you can draw your inhales down to that hand. Expand the belly. And then exhale, release. The belly collapses towards the ribcage. Inhale. Exhale. So we're just breathing here without judgment, softening shoulders down. Keeping eyes closed. And then when you're ready, we're going to release those hands high one more time. Find an inhale here. Palms meet. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Go ahead and press the thumb into the sternum. Span out those fingers. This is a really great place to set your intention for class, or maybe for your week, or prayer or dedication for your week. Maybe thanking God for the moment of stillness, moment of acceptance of your day. With this next inhale, just kind of embracing and accepting the things that we can't control around us. Exhaling out any fear or worry. Taking a moment to set it aside, giving it over to God. So if you're ready for a little movement, I'm going to mirror you. We're going to place the right hand down on the mat. On a nice inhale, draw that left arm up and over. Moving into a side stretch here. So you want to keep that left sits bone still on the mat. So you're really opening up through the left side of the body, getting some length from the shoulder. Nice. One more inhale here. Reach. Exhale, we're gonna twist, drop the belly towards that right knee. Extend through the spine, exhale, sweep it around. Gently press left hand into the mat. Inhale, right hand up and over. Still dropping and pressing gently into the right sits bone. Creating some space through the ribs, right side of the body. Maybe reach through those fingers. Nice, one more inhale here, extend and open. Exhale, we're gonna twist gently, draw the belly down towards that left knee this time. Exhale, sweep it around. And we're gonna walk the hands in front of us. Make little claw hands. So you're on the pads of your fingers. You've got a cupcake underneath. You don't wanna hit the icing or smush it. We're gonna take a moment here and just kind of claw our way out towards the front. Still keeping sits bones on the mat. Just extend through the crown of the head. Find an inhale here. Open up through the belly. Exhale, breathe it out. We're gonna move into some hip circles. So we're just gonna start to round it. Oh, hey, look, my light's changing. Well, that's exciting. I did not plan this. So if Brittany or any of the tech people here at church know why this is happening, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, enjoy, everyone. A little light show. So we're just circling around from those hips, keeping sits bones on the mat. And then maybe taking it opposite direction, still kind of keeping those claw hands, so you can widen the distance between your hands if you want. It's kind of like we're moving through the chakra colors right now. That's funny. Beautiful. So I'm going to have you just walk your hands gently, start to come out of your seated position. We're going to make our way to tabletop. Maybe take a moment, adjust the clothes. If you're not on camera, you don't have to adjust your clothes. Do what you want. Tops of the feet on the mat if that's comfortable for your knees. Take a moment, soften through the spine, extend through the top of the head, draw the shoulders back. Start to draw that belly in, almost like you're afraid someone's trying to poke you in the belly. So activate that core, reach back through the tailbone. On an inhale, we're gonna drop the belly, fill it with air, heart center forward, come into your cow. Nice, exhale, round the back, press the spine towards the sky, drop the chin towards the chest, move into your cat pose. Inhale, sweep it through to cow. And think about leading when I say heart center with that sternum. Press the chest forward. Exhale, round the back, cat. Really press the mat away from you here. Extend through the arms. Nice. Inhale, cow. Just moving with your breath. Exhale, cow. I love this pose, or these two poses, as a way to really activate our breathing. You know, it helps you focus on moving and flowing with the breath. Moving at the same time with the breath. And then when you feel complete, we'll make our way back to tabletop. Just gently walk the hands towards the top of the mat. We're going to hinge back, find your child's pose. If it's comfortable for you, draw the big toes together, hinge it back, extend through the arms. So the forehead might get down to the mat. You might walk your fists in. You might have a block at home you want to place your head on. Just find some length through those arms, stretch them out. Fingers nice and wide. Find an inhale here, send the breath all the way to the tailbone. Exhale, breathe it out through the nose. Nice, we're going to make our way back up to tabletop. So this time, we're going to do a little side stretching here with wag the tail. So you're going to find an inhale here. On your exhale, we're going to drop feet out to the right. Look back towards the heels, so you're getting a little stretch on the left side of the body and some activation on the right side obliques. And then inhale back to center, tabletop. Exhale to the left, look back at those heels. Now activating left side obliques. Inhale, center. Moving with your breath. Exhale, right. One more time each side. And let the setup and tabletop on your inhale be just as important as the movement going out to your exhale. Nice. We'll be back at the tabletop when you're ready. We're going to walk the feet back. Come into your plank or your kneeling plank here. So knees on the mat for kneeling. Engage that core, reach through the crown of the head. If you want a little bit more, you can pop the knees off the mat, press back through the heels, and activate those calves. Nice. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to lower it down with control. Elbows close to the rib cage, knees, then belly. Draw those thighs, feet together, tops of the mat. Inhale up for cobra. So we're really using those lower back muscles to lift. We're going to pause here for a few breaths. Typically when we're in cobra, hands or shoulder distance apart, evaluate shoulders, little to no weight in the hands. Drawing that chest heart center forward. See if you can relax the tush, relax the legs as much as you can. Activate the lower back, let the lower back do the work. Soften through the jaw, still breathing here. One more inhale here. Exhale, soften it back, child's pose. Rock it forward a few times. Inhale to kneeling plank. Exhale back, child's pose. See, again, I don't know how to edit any of this, so you get to see all my mistakes. But that's okay, because I know you love me anyways. Exhale it back one more time. Inhale it forward. And then on your exhale, round into that cat pose one more time. Nice. Relax back to tabletop. Making our way to our first down dog. Walk the hands towards the top of the mat. Tuck the toes. It's okay if the heels don't touch the mat, not the goal. But take a moment, pedal out your down dog. Alternating one heel then the other. Maybe you're starting to sway hips side to side. Just making some movement in the body, warming up the joints. If this feels good, we're going to start to shift the weight back through the legs. Nice. Spread those fingers out wide. Draw the tummy towards the chest. Anything you can do now to liberate the neck, the shoulders. Soften down through the shoulders. We'll find one more inhale here. Lift those hips high. Exhale. We're going to float forward into plank or kneeling plank, your choice. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, plank or kneeling plank. Nice. One more time. Draw it up. Inhale, down dog. I need to fix my shirt. Exhale, plank, kneeling plank. And then when you're ready, we're going to meet back up in our down dog. But just keeping in mind, at any time this is too much, you can come down in child's pose, down to the tabletop of your practice. Coming up to our tiptoes. Bend into those knees. Just tiptoe your way forward. Meeting in ragdoll fold. Feet hip distance apart. Grab those elbows. Take a moment, nod the head yes, maybe shake it no. Rock side to side. Nice. On an inhale, we're going to sweep arms high. Big inhale in. Take a big breath. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to move into some balance poses. So on an inhale, we're going to also draw that right knee up with us. So if you're just working on balance, maybe you keep right toes on the floor in front of you. Step through that leg, arms high. Slightly engage that core. If you want to try the full, this is one-legged mountain, one-legged Tadasana. Draw that knee so you're about hip height. Knee shines forward. Beautiful. Inhale here. Then on your exhale, we're going to sweep arms down, low load. Bringing hands back to heart center. We're gonna move into a little twist. Twist, twist. We're gonna send the left arm forward. Maybe toes are on the mat, that's okay. And then open up towards the right side. Draw that right arm back. So we're opening up through the chest. Be kind to your shoulders. Maybe you wanna even try to look back. Maybe you've got that one-legged mountain happening. If the right foot's off the mat, flex the foot. Nice, one more inhale here. Reach through those fingers. Beautiful, exhale, bring it back. Go ahead and release. Back down to your mountain pose. Maybe you need to shake out that left leg. On an inhale, sweep arms high. This time, find a little back bend. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Draw that tummy towards the thighs, relax the head and neck. So while we're here, I'm gonna have you grab your strap or your belt real fast. And on an inhale, we're just gonna zombie roll our way up, holding onto our belt. That was just my nice little excuse for us to grab our belt with a yoga pose. Inhale, arms high. Nice, exhale, hands to heart center. So we're gonna do that same twist on the opposite side, but I'm gonna have you hold on to your belt because we're gonna use it soon. So you can just kind of like dangle it around your neck. You can hold on to it in your hand, it's totally up to you. I'm gonna switch sides so you can see me a little better. So when you're ready, on an inhale, we're gonna shift the weight to the right leg. Inhale, left knee comes high, or maybe left toes on the floor, one leg out. Flex that left foot. Nice, one more inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart center. When you're ready, we're going to extend right arm forward this time. Start to open up left arm. So see, I want you to think about opening the arm first, just to a point where it feels good. And then maybe you start to twist through the shoulders, twist through the torso. So we keep that left knee shining forward, so we're not bringing it with us. And again, you might find that one side goes further than the other, that's okay. Breathe in here. Maybe looking back towards that left hand. One more inhale here, extend through the fingers. Exhale, sweep. Sweep it forward. Go ahead and release down. Shake out the legs. Nice job. Roll out the shoulders a couple times. Forwards and back. So we're gonna move into that cow face pose into a forward fold. I think we did that maybe first class that we were social distancing. So we're gonna take our lovely belt. I'll show it backwards first in your right hand. Maybe you want to double it up to you. Send it high. We're going to bring that left arm out, palm facing back. So get that rotation in your shoulder first. Bring it around, bend the elbow, draw the left hand up the back, palm out. Then we're going to bend that right elbow by the head. Kind of squeeze that right tricep in. Right bicep towards the face as much as you can, and then drop the hand down. So you grab that belt, maybe walk, choke up on the belt. Or if it's in your mobility, you might be able to grab the hands. Traditionally in this pose, you're grabbing your fingertips or interlacing your fingers. But the belt works really nice for those of us who can't do that. So we're gonna find an inhale here. Maybe even a little back bend. See if you can really open up through the top of the spine, through the cervical spine. And then on your exhale, hinge into those hips. We're gonna send it down. Soft bend in the knees. Again, you will probably not go as far as you would in a normal forward fold because you're protecting those shoulders. We're gonna find a few breaths here. Keep reaching through the crown of the head, spine nice and long. Maybe you decide you wanna go a little further, maybe not. Still breathing. Nice. On the next exhale, slowly rise up, ground into those feet, soft bend in the knees to support you. Little back bend if you want it, head back. And then exhale, you can gently release. Nice. Sweep the arms forward a couple times, cross them out. Beautiful. So we're going to take that opposite side. Same thing, belt in left hand this time. So we're going to draw the left arm up. Just gently nudge that left bicep in towards the ear, extend the right arm out, flip the palm, rotate the shoulder, send it back. Bend into the elbow, drop it down. I think you know the rest from here. Maybe walk those hands towards each other up the belt. Make the belt nice and tight, or maybe you can grab fingers. But when you're ready, feet are hip distance apart. Soften in those knees. Inhale. Maybe a little back bend. And then exhale. Find those hip flexors, spine nice and long, forward fold, soft bend in the knees. Taking it as far down as you're comfortable. On your next inhale, we're going to stay in the fold. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. On your next inhale, bring it back up, soft bend in the knees, ground through the feet. Option of that back bend if you want it. And then exhale, release. Nice job. So take a moment, roll out the shoulders, send them back. So you're probably wondering, like, oh, that was fun. What are we gonna do with that? Well, we're gonna incorporate this into a balance pose. So when you're using cow face arms with balance in the legs, it can be a more challenging pose, right? So just take it in pieces. If you wanna just work on the arms, just work on the arms. If you wanna do the balance with the legs, like I am, do the legs. You can just do whatever you want with your arms until you're ready to put the two together. So, we're gonna come to the top of our mat. And actually, I'm gonna have you drop your towel, scarf, whatever prop next to you, and we're just gonna flow through two sun salutations just to kind of loosen us up again, get the heart rate up a little bit, and then we'll move into that balance. So on an inhale, we're gonna sweep arms high. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, find your half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Walk it back, jump it back, however you want to get to your plank or kneeling plank. Lowering it down with control all the way to the belly. Tops of the feet on the mat, zip up the thighs. Inhale up, cobra. Exhale back, down dog or child. Stretch it out. Take a moment here, find a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. And then when you're ready, we're gonna be back up in that down dog. Looking towards the top of the mat, soft bend in the knees. You can walk, you can jump, however you wanna get there. Forward fold, bringing feet together to touch if it's comfortable. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it high. Big breath in. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, half lift. Back parallel to the earth. Exhale, plant the hands, bring the feet, step it back. Plank. Or maybe kneeling plank, engage that core wherever you are. Send it down. Nice. Inhale up, use those lower back muscles, cobra. Exhale back, child or down dog, your choice. One more cleansing breath here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Making our way up top one more time, bend into those knees, walk it forward. Toes together to touch, inhale, arms high. Nice, exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, we're just gonna sweep it high, we're just moving into that forward fold just to grab our belt. So, done with the sun salutations. Exhale, grab your belt. And then inhale, zombie, roll it up. Soft bend in the knees. Relax the shoulders down. Just let the arms kind of drag as you rise. Nice. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, we're going to bring them down, low, low, palms out. Maybe you take a moment here to come back to your breath if it got choppy. Come back to your dedication for class, for your prayer. Fantastic. So you can stay at the top of your mat. I'm going to come here in the middle so you can see me better. So we're going to move into that balance pose with the cow-faced arms. So if you want to watch me first, so you can see what we're going to do. We're going to do cow face with the standing supine figure for balance. You got this. Don't be afraid. So, right arm high, drop it down, choke up on that belt, or maybe your hands can meet each other. I just want you to be sure that if your hands are together, or even if you've got the belt, that you're not looking down. You can look straight out. So that might mean that we have to swallow a little pride, use the prop if you need it. And then we're gonna sink down into our knees like we're sinking down in the chair. This is kind of step one, so this might be as much as you need or want tonight. Otherwise, we're gonna send the weight into the left foot. Start to cross that right ankle over the left thigh, sink down into the hips. Still paying attention to what the upper body is doing, so that you're not collapsing down, looking straight ahead. Nice. Draw that right knee out. Maybe start to open more, drawing right knee down, flex through the right foot, sending right shoulder out to the side. Beautiful. One more inhale here. Exhale, added bonus, just as an option. You can hinge at those hips. Start to draw the belly down towards the thigh. Maybe stay here for a couple breaths. Maybe you're already done with it. Whatever you want to do. On your next inhale, we're going to bring it back up. Exhale, right foot down. Release it out. Nice job. Shake out the left leg. And again, if you're like, yeah, that was a lot, that's totally fine. Just come into your chair. Maybe you just work on chair with the arms. Totally great. So, we're gonna take it opposite side down. From here, belt, prop, and left hand. Send that left arm high, get a nice stretch here. Rotate right palm back, rotate through the shoulder, walk the right hand up the spine. Draw that elbow in, and when you're ready, drop the prop or the left hand down. Nice, and take a moment here. Feel like you've got shoulders softening over the hips, soft bend in the knees. Standing up nice and tall, like you've got a string attached to the top of the head still, and someone's trying to pull you towards the sky. Maybe if you want to add on, you decide to add on, sink down into chair. Nice. You want to move into standing figure 4, bring the weight to the right foot, cross left ankle over right thigh. Nice. And you might slightly decide to look down towards the floor. That's fine, just make sure you're not collapsing. If your gaze comes down, it's because you're hinging at those hips, right? You're keeping the spine long. So wherever you are, sink into those hips. Breathing here. Option of hinging at the hip flexors. Balance is good. Flex through that left foot. Draw the belly towards the spine. Sorry, draw the belly towards the thigh. I think I tried to say spine and thigh at the same time. When you're ready, on an inhale, bring it up. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Ah, great job. All done. Shake it out. You can drop the belt. So from here, take a few shoulder rolls. Shoulder rolls forward. We're going to meet back in standing mountain tadasana. Maybe you come back to your breath. On an inhale, sweep arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. We're going to make our way down to our seats. So inhale, sweeping arms high. You can flow with me, or you can just sit down. It's up to you. Hinge at those hips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find that half lift. Exhale, plant the hand step. Jump back. Find your plank. Last one. Engage the core. Lowering down with control. Exhale it out. Inhale up, cobra. And then exhale it back. You might move through down dog one more time if you want it, or you can come right to child's pose with me. Soften the head down. Maybe come into that reverse prayer, baby shark fin. Breathe it out here. Find one more cleansing breath here. Nice. We're going to come up to seated. extend legs out long. And just make our way down to our backs. You can core down with me, like Frankenstein arms, or you can just lie down. Flex the feet, zip up the thighs. Engage that core, lowering it down. Nice and slow. Fast or as slow as you like. And then when your head gets to the mat, come to a full body stretch. Inhale, arms overhead, point the toes. Exhale, sigh out. You burned it. Go ahead and walk the feet in. And just for fun, bring the toes high. You keep your arms over your head like me if you want. And across that right ankle over the left thigh again. Come into the traditional supine figure four. Reach back around that left thigh. And just gently soften left thigh towards the belly. Letting the breath slow down. Gently breathing here. Maybe take the option of rocking side to side. Soften through those hips. And then we're going to uncross. Point and flex the feet a couple times, or as much as you want. You can stay in these stretches longer than what I cue. Certainly do what's best for you. We're going to cross the left ankle over the right thigh this time. Bend the knee, drop the foot. Reach around, draw right thigh in towards the tummy. Probably feeling a good stretch through the left glute. Maybe even up through the left leg or left hip. Gently sending exhales down into the hips. Soften the abdomen. Option to rock side to side. Nice. Go ahead and release those legs. We're going to come into happy baby. Drop the knees down. Grab the tops of the feet. Feet out wide towards the outer edges of the mat. Maybe you rock side to side, or you can extend the legs out, come into your bridge pose. So feet are hip distance apart, feet flat on the mat, knees bent. Maybe you walk the heels in towards the fingertips. Then on an inhale, you're going to lift those hips, send them high, bringing the weight up to the backs of the shoulders. Really pressing into the feet, activate the legs. So finding the inversion that works for you. We'll stay here for a few breaths. One more inhale here. Exhale, bring it down. Bring those knees back to the chest. Rock side to side. We're going to bring the left leg out long. Draw that right knee up towards the right shoulder. Get a little stretch here. And then we're going to draw the right hand out to the side, palm down. Bring that right knee up and over. Bring the hip with you. And then maybe look over at that right hand opposite of that left knee. Get a nice twist here. Sending exhales down the spine, into the hips. And then when you're ready, go ahead and release, bring it back. Extend that right leg out long. Draw right knee in, left knee in. Bring left arm out to the side, palm down. And when you're ready, we're going to bring that left knee up and over towards the right. Bring the left hip with you, look over at the left hand. Softening exhales down the spine again. And again, you're welcome to stay here a little longer. Maybe there's a pose or a stretch we didn't get to. Go ahead and do so. Take your time. Otherwise, I'm going to have you set up for Shavasana, traditionally on your back, heels toward the outer edges of the mat, arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Or you can certainly take this lying on the side, fetal position, or maybe you decide to even take it seated. It's kind of up to you. whatever you need today. But I will take us through our devotional first again, just so you can kind of settle in, and then you can lie here as long as you like. So maybe you want to take a moment, grab a blanket or something to cover up your face with, eyes with, put your socks back on, whatever you can do to make yourself just 5% more comfortable. Go ahead, give yourself permission to do so. Let's take one more inhale here in your Shavasana, big inhale in. And then as you exhale, noticing the back, releasing into the mat. The hips softly melting into the earth, heels relax. Just very gently breathing here without effort. So our devotional for tonight is out of John 15 and Ephesians 5. Do not resist or run from difficulties in your life. These problems are not random mistakes. They are hand-tailored blessings designed to benefit and grow your soul. Embrace all the circumstances that I allow in your life, trusting me to bring good out of them. View problems as opportunities to rely more fully on me. When you start to feel stressed, let these feelings alert you to your need for me. Thus, your needs become doorways to deep dependence on me and increasing intimacy between us. Although self-sufficiency is acclaimed in this world, reliance on me produces abundant living in my kingdom. Thank me for difficulties in your life, since they provide protection from the idolatry of self-reliance. So yogis, I will leave you here to rest, relax. I honor the light of Jesus Christ in all of you. Have a fantastic week. Namaste. I will see you next week.